My dear brothers and sisters, I'm sure as you were listening to the parable, coming to the end of it, you must have been stunned. Stunned because you may say God is unfair. God is generous, always generous. Yesterday we heard a parable about the landowner getting laborers. Even the last person gave the just wage. Today we have other parable speaks about God preparing a banquet for his son, and those invited did not come. The rest were invited, they all came. One had no garment, and he was punished for it into utter darkness. Is God unfair? Is God unjust? Is God, so to say, generous? We should understand this parable in the context of the kingdom of heaven. You heard clearly this parable is addressed to the chief priests and the elders, not to others, not to the common folk, not to the disciples, but directly to those elders, chief priests. What is the message he was to convey to them and also to us? The message is quite clear. It says God sent his Son in the world for everyone, more particularly to his own chosen people, the chief priests, elders, and the whole Jewish race. He was sent to them. When Jesus came in the world and spoke about the kingdom, there were two sides. The simple common folk, the tax collectors, sinners, they all accepted the invitation and changed their lives. They accepted in faith that this person who's talking is no ordinary person but the Son of God. But the other side, there were the Jews, the elders, the scribes, who refused to believe that Jesus was the Son of God. So they rejected him. So it says, on the last day, it says, what will happen is this. The simple folk, the sinners, tax collectors, and everyone who have changed their lives by accepting God as their Savior will enter the kingdom of heaven. They change their lives for the better. But Jesus says, who believe that they in themselves is the salvation, they don't require so-called metanoia, transformation, will have no place in God's kingdom. So we need to ask ourselves today, when we come to receive God's kingdom here, right here every day, how do we prepare ourselves to receive Christ into our life? And secondly, how are we getting ready for the last day, when Christ will invite us to come back to him, for that is our place. Here on this earth, we are all pilgrims, we are sojourners. Our journey will come to an end, and we will in a way be rebaptized, so to say, to enter God's kingdom, heaven. Are we preparing ourselves for that? Or do we say, that is still far off, we have time. So let's prepare ourselves for that day when God will invite us to his kingdom and says, come, I give you a faith. You accept the faith. You showed it in your life, in your words, and more so in deeds. Come into my kingdom.